When the Toronto Blue Jays signed Yusei Kikuchi just weeks before the 2022 season started, it had seemed as though they finally solidified their rotation with Jose Barrios, Kevin Gausman, Hyunjin Ryu, Alek Manoah, and Kikuchi in the 5 spot. It was honestly the first time since 2016 where I felt that good about the opening day rotation, but as we all discovered, Kikuchi's 2022 campaign was a disastrous first year with the club. And his 3-year, $36 million contract meant that we'd be stuck with his abysmal 5 ERA for another 2 years, but everything has changed this season. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be going over the 2 reasons for Kikuchi's monstrous bounce back year. And make sure to stick around for the second one because it's something that I don't think anybody would have guessed. Let's get into it. One of the biggest changes from 2022 Kikuchi to 2023 is his pitch usage. If we take a look at his baseball savant page, it shows us that he used 4 primary pitches. The red line being the fastball, yellow being slider, green being the changeup, and maroon being the cutter. But wait, didn't Kikuchi throw 5 pitches? Let's zoom out of this picture a bit, and there you can finally see it. That blue line represents his curveball usage, something he used only 6 times out of 1,843 pitches thrown. Now let's zoom out of the picture a bit further, and we can see a massive spike in his curve usage in 2023, along with throwing away the cutter completely. The idea for this change started right at the end of the 2022 season. As Kikuchi reflected on the year he had just had, he couldn't help but feel sorry for the way he let down his teammates, and because of that, he put in the work this offseason, with reports stating that he didn't even go home for vacation. He just got straight to work perfecting his breaking pitches by reviewing some of his own outings while also studying the best left-handed pitchers of our generation and guys like Kershaw, Fried, McClanahan, Urias, and others. It was at this time where Kikuchi developed the curveball we are seeing today, and man is it efficient. So far this year, batters are hitting just 260 off the pitch with just a 356 slugging. The curve is also giving Kikuchi his best whiff rate and put away percentage among all of his pitches. Just take a look at this incredible pitch sequence by Kikuchi against the ever-powerful Freddie Freeman with the bases loaded. Throwing a fastball for the first pitch and getting a foul ball, going back to the fastball in pitch 2 yielding another foul ball, and then going to the curveball to finish off the at-bat, striking him out swinging. Implementing the curveball has been a huge success for Kikuchi this year, but that wasn't the case early on, and that actually brings us to the second reason behind Kikuchi's success, and it's hidden between these 2 pitches. The first one, he gets Christian Yelich to foul off, and in the second, Eduardo Escobar strikes out swinging. These games are back-to-back to each other and was actually a turning point in his season. It's pretty difficult to notice, so I'll play them again. First the foul ball to Yelich, and then the strikeout to Escobar. If you didn't notice it, then no worries, it's pretty difficult to see, so let me just tell you. He actually threw that second pitch 4 miles per hour slower than the first one. Seriously, take another look and check out the pitch velocity. And as you can see, the second one is much slower. Now, you may be thinking, but higher velocity makes it harder to hit. And in most cases that's true, like with the fastball. However, it's not when it comes to the off speed, because when you already have a fast fastball like Kikuchi does around 96 to 97, then throwing the off speed slower makes it have a bigger break and play off of the fastball much more effectively. And his monthly splits perfectly represent this. In April, he was 4-0 with a 3 ERA, but in May, batters were starting to figure out his curve, and he found himself in some trouble, pitching to a 5.83 ERA across 6 starts. Now remember that clip of Christian Yelich I showed you? That was from his final outing in May, and the Eduardo Escobar at-bat was from his first outing in June. That month, he posted a 2.28 ERA. It did jump back up to 3.91 in July, but even then, that's not that bad considering the offensive improvements in 2023. And so far in August, he has a 1.38 ERA in his 2 starts. This new approach to slow down his curveball to allow it to pair more effectively with the fastball is a main contributor to why he's posted a stellar 2.73 ERA since he made that change after his final outing in May. Now it seems like he has solidified his spot in the rotation, and it can all be thanks to his determination to develop his curveball this offseason and his willingness to adapt when he slowed it down in June. But what do you guys think about Kikuchi's development this season? And would you trust him going into a crucial playoff game? Let me know in the comments and I will make sure to respond to each one. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any more content just like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.